Okay, children. So today we will discuss the lesson Iswaran the Storyteller. Okay, the name of the lesson is Iswaran the Storyteller. First of all, about the author, it is written by R.K. Lakshman. It is written by R.K. Lakshman. Now, R.K. Lakshman, he was born on 24th October 1921, died on 26th January 2015. R.K. Lakshman was born on 24th October 1921. He died on 26th January 2015. Okay, and where he was born at? He was born at Mysore, Karnataka. Okay, now his full name R.K. Lakshman stands for Rasipuram Krishna Swami Lakshman. Full name of R.K. Lakshman is Rasipuram Krishna Swami. Rasipuram Krishna Swami Lakshman. Okay, and he was a famous cartoonist. He was a very famous cartoonist, and his cartoons became very popular in the Indian Express. Okay, the Times of India, his cartoon series, You Said It become very popular. Okay, so this is about R.K. Lakshman. He was born on 24th October 1921. Where he was born at? He was born at Mysore, Karnataka. Okay, and he died on 26th January 2015. Okay, and he was a famous cartoonist. Okay, his cartoon series became very popular there. The Times of India newspaper, and the name of the cartoon series is You Said It. He got many eminent awards. For example, the Lifetime Achievement Award. Then this Padma Bhushan Award, Padma Vibhushan Award. All these awards also he got. And his brother's name is R.K. Narayan. Okay, and he was also a famous writer. So this is all about the author. You must know about every story. The introduction of the writer is very important. Now in this story, children, there are two main characters. Okay. Main characters in the story. Iswaran the Storyteller. One, and the name is Iswaran the Storyteller. So one character is Iswaran. Okay, whose name is there in the title of the lesson, Iswaran the Storyteller. And the other character is Mahendra. Okay, other character is Mahendra. So Mahendra and Iswaran, they are the important characters there in the story. Okay, now who is Mahendra? Mahendra is a junior supervisor. Mahendra is a junior. Mahendra is a junior supervisor. Okay, and he used to work there in a construction site. Okay, he used to visit the construction site and he used to supervise the work there at the construction site, whether the work is going in proper manner or not. So his task was to supervise the work at the construction sites. He was a junior supervisor there in a construction firm. Now, as per the profile of his job, he used to move from one place to another. Okay. Now the Iswaran. Iswaran is Mahendra's
सर
cook.
उस साइड का नहीं दिख रहा है.
Yes.
सर उस साइड का नहीं दिख रहा है.
Okay. Now are you able to see now? So Iswaran Mahendra's cook. He used to prepare delicious dishes for Mahendra. Okay, and he was an asset to Mahendra because he used to cook his food, he used to wash his clothes, he used to bring groceries there from the market. Okay, and at the night time he used to tell him stories. At the night time he used to tell him stories. Now Mahendra was having a very peculiar feature. What was that? He was very good at storytelling. Mahendra was very good at storytelling. Okay, and he used to tell stories in a very thrilling manner. He was fond of reading Tamil thrillers. He used to inspire by them very much, and in the similar manner, he used to tell stories. On the basis of the stories, he used to read there in the Tamil thrillers. The same kind of stories he used to tell Mahendra at night time. Okay, so likewise, Iswaran was very important for Mahendra because he used to cook his food, he used to wash his clothes, he used to bring the day-to-day things there from the market, and at the night time he used to tell him stories. So he also used to provide him entertainment. Okay, so this is how Iswaran was very important for Mahendra. Okay, so have you understood about the main characters there in the story? Iswaran the storyteller. Yeah, children, have you understood about it or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
sir.
Anusha, you.
Yes sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, one by one, I will call your name and you tell me. Yeah, Komal Verma, you tell me about the important characters. Name them. Komal. Aditya. Yes, Aditya.
Yes sir.
Yeah, you tell the name of the important characters there in the story.
Sir, Mahendra and Iswaran
Very
are the
good.
two main characters of the story. Iswaran the
Yeah.
storyteller.
Yes, good. Now you tell something about Mahendra.
Sir, Mahendra was a junior supervisor at the firm. At
Yeah,
the
he is a
He is
junior
bachelor.
supervisor at a
Bachelor.
construction firm.
He is
Yes.
bachelor.
Yes, Disita, you tell the further details.
He is bachelor.
Sir, he was the junior supervisor of the construction firm, where factories, bridges, dams were.
Yes, yes. Okay. And he is a bachelor due to the job nature of his work. He used to visit different places. Okay. Now about Iswaran. Yes. Anamika, tell something about Iswaran. Anamika Raghav, tell something.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell something about Iswaran. Yes, Anamika. Ansuman Tiwari. Ansuman, you tell.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell something about Iswaran.
Sir, Ishwaran was Mahendra's guru.
Yes. Then
Sir, he
And he
used to
used to do
read
very much
Tamil.
he used to read Tamil thrillers. And he was very good at what? He was very good. He was very good.
Storytelling.
Telling stories.
Cooking ingredients.
Storytelling. And what used to remain the basis for his stories? What used to remain the basis for his stories? The Tamil thrillers.
Thriller.
What the story he used to read, in the similar manner he used to weave the stories, and the same stories he used to tell Mahendra. And Mahendra also liked it, because after the day's work, when he used to return home, Iswaran used to tell him these stories, and it was a very good entertainment for Mahendra. Now, children, what happened one day? Iswaran asked from Mahendra to cook a delicious diet. He said that today is a very auspicious day, and on today's day we used to provide food to the spirits of our ancestors. Spirits of our ancestors. The spirits of our ancestors used to visit on full moon night. On full moon night. Okay, so I have to cook a delicious diet to offer them. Okay, and he told that on full moon day, a lady used to visit. Okay, and she used to carry a dead, an unborn child in his hand. Okay, so Mahendra first, when he listened to this story, he felt afraid, but then he thought that it is a work of Iswaran's imagination, and he tried to be bold. Then what happened? The day of the full moon came. Mahendra was very fond of looking at the full moon, but on that particular day, he felt afraid. And then in the night, what happened? Near his window, he saw something moving. And after some time, what happened? He heard a loud cry. And when he saw out of the window, he saw that there was a woman carrying a baby there in her hand. Okay, so due to this, Mahendra felt very frightened. But in the morning when he got up, he tried again to be brave, and he thought that what he saw at night was an illusion. But Iswaran reminded him that what I was telling you, that was absolutely right, correct. On the day when I told you, that day you became angry with me, but yesterday's night you yourself saw the lady near your window. Now due to this, Mahendra became that much frightened that he went to his office and he decided to leave that place. Okay, so this is the story about children. Okay, this is the story, and this is the summary of the story, and the central idea of the story is that Iswaran was very good at storytelling. He was very good at story making, and from a very simple thing, he used to make a very good story. Is it clear to you? So have you understood about the summary of this lesson, children? What
Yes, sir.
it is about?
Yes, sir.
Now we will discuss everything
Yes, sir.
in detail, and this will be
Yes,
helpful.
sir.
Yeah, see, in writing section we are having story writing. Okay, so what story writing is? It is a work of imagination. This is how you can integrate your ideas and could reach to a meaningful conclusion of the stories. So, like that, from this lesson, as the stories are weaved by Iswaran, in the similar manner, you can learn that how from a simple thought, simple idea, Iswaran used to make stories. In the similar manner, in writing section, you can also make the stories. Okay, because in writing section, what is given to you? A single line is given, or either an outline is given. So on the basis of that, you have to make a story. Okay, so from this lesson, you can learn that how Iswaran is making stories on the basis of simple thoughts or ideas. Okay, so now we'll start the lesson. I hope it is quite clear to you now about the author, that is
Yes, sir.
R.K. Lakshman, a well-known cartoonist, okay, who was awarded a number of famous awards, prestigious awards. Okay, then about the main characters of the story, and then what is the story about. Okay, so now the story goes like this, children. One night, Mahendra woke up from his sleep and saw a dark, cloudy form. He broke out into a cold sweat, was at a cost. This is the introductory part of the story. That one night, Mahendra woke up from his sleep and saw a dark, cloudy form. He broke out into a cold sweat, was at a cost. That is providing you an introduction of the story. So now you can very well understand what it is about. What it is about, can you tell now on the basis of summary that what incident it is telling about? Yes, children?
The storyteller tells a story about ghost.
Yeah, this is about the occasion of the full moon night. That on full moon night, Mahendra found a spirit near his window. Okay, and it was exactly like the same as was narrated by Iswaran in his story. So when Mahendra saw it, he became very much frightened. Okay, because what Iswaran told him, that was turning into a reality. So that has been given. So the story goes like this, children. The story was narrated to Ganesh by a young man, Mahendra. The story was narrated to Ganesh by a young man, Mahendra by name. This story, what it is there in this lesson, is told to Ganesh by Mahendra. Okay, he was a junior supervisor in a firm which offered on hire supervisors at various types of construction sites. So the story that we are going to study, that we are going to read in this lesson, was told by Mahendra, who was a supervisor, a junior supervisor at a construction site, and to whom it was told to Ganesh. Okay, now he was a junior supervisor in a firm which offered on hire supervisors. His firm used to offer hire supervisors at various types of construction sites. What these construction sites? What are the different construction sites? Factories, bridges, dams, and so on. So his firm used to provide supervisors for these kind of construction sites. Mahendra's job was to keep an eye on the activities at the work site. The task assigned to Mahendra was to keep a watch on the work going on at these construction sites. His task was to supervise the work going on at these construction sites. He had to keep moving from place to place every now and then as ordered by his head office, and for this work he used to move place to place as per the orders received by his head office, from a coal mining area to a railway bridge construction. Okay, all these different sites. From there, after a few months, to a chemical plant which was coming up somewhere, and then he was assigned the task to supervise a site that of the chemical plant which was coming up somewhere. Okay, so he was a junior supervisor. He used to supervise the works at the construction sites, and for this he used to visit different construction sites. Now, further more details about Mahendra. So, one detail you got it, that he was a junior supervisor, and for this task he used to move place to place. He used to visit different places where the construction work was going on, and there he used to supervise the construction work. Now, he was a bachelor. Mahendra was a bachelor. He was unmarried. His needs were simple, and he was able to adjust himself to all kinds of odd conditions. Any odd conditions means any kind of a problematic situation. He was able to adjust to that. Whether it was an ill-equipped circuit house or a makeshift canvas. Makeshift means a temporary canvas. Okay. So he was able to live. Either he was offered a permanent house, or if he was offered a makeshift or a temporary shelter, he was able to adjust there. Tent in the middle of a stone quarry, that is mine. But one asset he had was his cook. But besides all these things, he used to have an asset, and that was his cook his cook Iswaran. His cook Iswaran was his asset. The cook was quite attached to Mahendra and followed him uncomplainingly. The cook was very much attached to him, and he used to follow him without any complaint. He cooked for Mahendra, washed his clothes, and chatted away with his master at night. Now, what work he used to do for Mahendra? He used to cook food for him, he used to wash his clothes, and he used to gossip. Chatted away means gossip. He used to do gossip with him there in the night. He could weave out endless stories. Now, what is the significant feature about Mahendra? He could weave out endless stories and anecdotes on varied subjects. Anecdotes means stories. So he was able to weave a number of stories on endless stories on any subject. Okay, so this you have understood, children. Okay, what you understood in this particular paragraph, that Mahendra was a bachelor. He used to move
Yes, sir.
place to place for his work, and he was a very nice person, and he was able to adjust there in any kind of situation. Okay, if he used to get a very good shelter, there also he was able to live. If somehow he used to get a makeshift canvas shelter, there also he was able to live. And in this, he was having a very good thing on his part, that was his cook Iswaran. He was just like an asset, something valuable for him, because of that he used to cook delicious food for him, he used to wash his clothes, and furthermore he used to tell him endless stories at night time. Okay, So due to all these things, Iswaran was an asset to Mahendra. All these things you have understood or not, children? Now, if the question
Understood,
comes,
sir.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
Understood, sir.
yes, how Iswaran was an asset for Mahendra. Now you tell me how Iswaran was an asset for Mahendra. Yeah, how Iswaran was an asset for Mahendra. Yes, tell children.
Because he was caring and hardworking.
Because
He was very caring and hardworking.
he was
Sir,
very,
because
He
Because
did
he
he
tells
he
cooked
did all
stories
the
food,
jobs
to
such as
washed
Mahendra.
cooking,
Mahendra's
one
clothes,
by
and
one, children, one by one. Okay,
sir, I
yeah,
can tell.
Because
yeah.
he tells story
Just
to
listen to me, children. You can raise your hand. Okay, first of all, hand was raised by Aditya. I will ask Aditya, then I will ask Shresh Pakhare. Okay, and then I will ask Anamika Raghav. So you just raise your hand and ask. Now, Aditya, you take.
sir, because he cooked food for him, he washed his clothes and chatted with him in night, and he weave endless stories for him. So he can go anywhere with him without any complaint.
Yeah,
Without
without
any
any.
complaint. So he was an as important asset for Mahendra.
Very good, very good. Now, Shreyas, you tell. Yes, Shreyas
Sir,
Pakhare.
because he tells story to Mahendra which were good narrated, and he always goes with Mahendra every workplace with him without any excuse. So
Yes, yes. Furthermore, okay, Anamika. Anamika,
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yes, sir.
yes,
Sir, he was very caring and hardworking. He did all the jobs such as cooking meal, washing clothes, and chatting with Mahindra at night. He obeyed his master with full dedication, so he was an asset to Mahindra.
yeah. So due to all these things, and he used to adjust with him in any kind of situation. He was not having any complaint at all. So due to all these things, due to all these things, Iswaran was an asset for Mahendra. Okay. Now, the next paragraph, Iswaran also had an amazing capacity to produce vegetables and cooking ingredients seemingly out of nowhere in the middle of a desolate landscape with no shops visible for miles around. Now, this is also furthermore important quality of Iswaran, that he was able to bring vegetables from nowhere. Even if it seemed that it is a deserted part, no shops are there from where he will be able to bring vegetables, but it was not like that. He was having the quality to bring it from anywhere. So Iswaran also had an amazing capacity to produce vegetables and cooking ingredients seemingly out of nowhere in the middle of a desolate landscape. Desolate means deserted, that is not inhabited by anyone. You understood the meaning of desolate, children?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Deserted, which is not inhabited by anyone. Landscape with no shops available for miles around, he would miraculously conjure up the most delicious, and then he used to conjure up the most delicious dishes. Conjure up means to prepare. You write it with the help of your pen. Conjure up means to prepare. To prepare. So he used to bring vegetables from nowhere, and then he used to prepare the most delicious diets, most delicious dishes. He used to conjure up the most delicious dishes, okay, with fresh vegetables within an hour of arriving at the zinc sheet shelter at the new workplace. Okay, so at the new workplace, he used to prepare the most delicious dishes for Mahendra. Okay, so that you have understood that this was also a quality of him. Okay, children. Then Mahendra would be up early in the morning and leave for work after breakfast. Every morning at the early time he used to get up. Then after breakfast he used to leave for his work, carrying some prepared food with him. Meanwhile, Iswaran would tidy up the shed, wash the clothes, and have a leisurely bath. Mahendra, he used to get up early in the morning, and after taking breakfast, he used to go for his office. And Iswaran, what he used to do? He used to tidy up the shed, he used to wash clothes, and then after doing all these works, he used to have a leisurely bath. Leisurely means with great comfort, with great ease. With great comfort, with great ease. Okay, children? Then, meanwhile, Iswaran would tidy up the shed, wash the clothes, and have a leisurely bath, pouring several buckets of water over his head, muttering a prayer all the while. He used to mutter a prayer. Muttering means to tell something in low voice. So he used to mutter the prayer in a very low voice. It would be lunchtime by then. After eating, he would read for a while before dozing off. And before dozing off means taking a short sleep there in the afternoon. So before sleeping for a short time there in the afternoon, he used to read Tamil stories. What he used to read? Tamil stories. The book was usually some popular Tamil thrillers, and these books used to be some popular Tamil thrillers running to hundreds of pages. These were of hundreds of pages. Its imaginative descriptions and narrative flourishes would hold Iswaran in thrall, and the narrative descriptions of these novels, these thrillers, they used to keep him in thrall. In thrall means very much impressed by something, okay, or in a state of being controlled or influenced. In a state of being controlled or influenced. So when he used to read these stories, he used to get very much influenced by these stories, okay. And then thereafter, when he used to tell stories to Mahendra, his stories were also based on the stories which he used to read in these Tamil thrillers. Okay, children. So you understood all these things or not? For example, you tell me the question: what kind of impact Tamil thrillers used to have on Iswaran? What kind of impact Tamil thrillers used to have? Yeah, you can raise your hand. Yes, Shresh Pakhare, you tell.
Sir, the impact was that the Ishwan will have the great time to narrate a story about the trailer and give it to Mahendra.
Yes, repeat it. Shresh, repeat it.
Ishwan has a great science of narrating story, so he was habited from the tailor to narrate the story and tell to Mahendra.
What impact these thrillers used to have on Iswaran? What impact? When he used to read these thrillers, what impact they used to have on him, on Iswaran? Yes, Aditya? Aditya?
Yes, sir.
Yes. He
Sir,
used
Iswaran was greatly influenced by the stories. He read them after eating the food. He was he would hold these thrillers hold Iswaran in the thrall.
So he used to influenced a lot by these stories. He used to remain enthralled. He used to influence a lot by these stories, and thereafter he used to weave his own stories on the basis of these plots, and he used to narrate these stories there to Mahendra. Okay, good. So I hope you have understood this. And when he used to get time to read these stories, when he used to read these stories before taking a short sleep there in the afternoon. Now his own descriptions were greatly influenced by the Tamil authors that he read. His own descriptions, they were very much influenced by the Tamil authors which he used to read. When he was narrating even the smallest of incidents, he would try to work in suspense and a surprise ending into the account. Even the smallest account he used to narrate, that also used to have a lot of suspense. Okay, and that also used to have a lot of suspense and a surprise. So he tried to incorporate all the elements which he used to found there in the stories that of the Tamil thrillers. For example, instead of saying that he had come across an uprooted tree on the highway, he would say, now see what kind of description has been provided here, that of an uprooted tree. Here in this paragraph, Iswaran will provide a description that of an uprooted tree there on a highway. So now you can see what art, what skills he used to have. Okay, on the basis of this given paragraph related to Iswaran's art of storytelling. For example, instead of saying that he had come across an uprooted tree, if he was to provide a description that of an uprooted tree, that was not a normal description, he used to provide it in this manner. You just listen it. For example, instead of saying that he had come across an uprooted tree on the highway, he would say, with eyebrows suitably arched and hands held out in a dramatic gesture, the road was deserted and I was all alone. Suddenly, I spotted something that looked like an enormous bushy beast. I come across something that looked like an enormous bushy beast lying sprawled across the road. I was half inclined to turn and go back, but as I came closer, I saw that it was a fallen tree. It was a fallen tree. So the thing was what? It was a fallen tree. But what kind of description has been provided by Mahendra? That is creating suspense. Okay. So you just understand it, that with eyebrows suitably arched and hands held out in a dramatic gesture, the road was deserted and I was all alone. How he used to describe that the road was deserted and I was all alone. Suddenly I spotted something that looked like an enormous bushy beast lying sprawled across the road. So this is the manner in which he used to describe an uprooted tree. Okay, so he used to add suspense and thrill there in his day-to-day accounts, which he used to narrate to others. Mahendra would stretch himself back in his canvas chair and listen to Iswaran's tales uncritically. Now Mahendra, he used to listen to these stories with rapt attention, with lot of attention. He used to listen to these stories. Okay, so this you have understood or not? Now children, the question will come regarding
Understood, sir.
Illustrate with some examples that Mahendra was a great storyteller. Taylor. If the question comes like this, then you have to add all these examples. That for example, when Mahendra has to for example, when Iswaran has to describe about an uprooted tree, then he used to describe like this. Okay, so the time is up for the class. 2 questions I am giving you. One is, in what way Iswaran is an asset to Mahendra? Already we have discussed. And the second question is, who was Mahendra and what did he do? Who was Mahendra and what did he do? You got the questions, children? These 2 questions you
Yes,
have
sir.
to do as homework in your notebook. Question number 1, in what way Iswaran is an asset to Mahendra? And question number 2, who was Mahendra? Who was Mahendra and what did he do? Who was Mahendra and what did he do? Okay, children? So, this class comes to an end here. Okay? Do the work there in your notebook and assure that you will remain present there in every class. If you will not remain present, that will be discussed
Yes, sir.
and your parents will be informed about that.